Morning. Remember, there are no sharp instruments allowed on the tables. You do not throw tomatoes or anything at me, or else I'll never come back again. So I was charged with, well, who said what? I missed that. Everybody charged me. The first presentation that I'm responsible for is the overage process for ESPs. And many of you, as Kristen said, probably haven't had to do this or haven't had vacancies and we say, hold it, you can't fill it. ESP overages in their contract are a little bit different than teachers, so we just wanted to go through this. And I'm not sure I am that technical here. The first thing is the timeline. Now, as you know, timelines always change. I think this timeline we're on our third revision, I'm not sure, but we believe this is the new timeline for ESPs. So on the 24th, the staff status reports will go to the schools. May 8th, you'll have to submit the staff status reports, the UHRs. On May 1, the letters of reasonable assurances, that's like the letter of intent that we send to license goes to ESPs. I'm told to move. There you go. Am I here? Okay. Now Tom will say he can't see. At that time, you might find some people saying, well, I'm not coming back. Decided I'm going to move out of state, I'm going to retire, I'm going to resign, I got a better job. We will have a better handle when those are returned as to openings that we will have in schools or departments. Between May 22nd and June 6th, that's when Human Resources will start identifying and the teacher aides and assistants and start building those positions or those affected employees into the saved searches. On June 6th, that's when we believe the saved searches will be live. And we'll go through that in a little bit. For SPED placements, Ariana Utapa in HR will do the UHR. So for all of those programs that are moving, and aides or assistants who are moving, she'll do the UHR. So for programs that go, the teacher, aides, and assistants all go where the program is going. So to be eligible for overage as an ESP, they have to be contracted to work 25 hours or more. So if you're eliminating a position and they work 21 hours, they are eligible just to transfer when jobs are posted. They are not guaranteed jobs, and if they're an aide or assistant, they don't go on the overage list. If you have temporary employees in positions, sometimes it's because of a leave, and you've got a temporary employee till the end of the school year, they're not eligible for overage, and they're not eligible for transfer. So when those positions start becoming available and they are posted outside, they can start applying for positions. One-year-only employees are not eligible for overage, but they can transfer during the time when jobs are posted. And you're not going to see a lot of jobs initially being posted. Teacher aides and assistants are not guaranteed positions. That's why, and I think most of you have had the experience of going to the saved searches to look for those employees to interview. But we've been very successful over many, many years that there'll be teacher aide and assistant positions available. Everybody outside of aides and assistants, they're guaranteed positions. And that's where we come into the fact where we have to hold positions, and we start by trying to place them into vacancies. Just so that you understand, when we put in the saved searches, there'll be a number of different categories. And that's for your use, because when you have an open position, you're going to go to the category and save searches of what you have available. So there'll be an unbenefited aides, there'll be benefited aides, unbenefited assistants, benefited assistants. So if you have a position, you will go to that save search to look for the eligible applicants. ELL assistants have their own category. Even though they are identified as 1 year only, they're the only exception. There's always exceptions, right? They do go on the save searches because it was the district that made them 1 year only, because they went from identifying you have an ELL assistant assigned to your school and allocations to all conversions. So they will have their own. Hiring process from the overage list. So again, when you have openings and you get a notice from HR that the save searches are live now, that's where you go. We ask you to not only email people, but to call them. ESPs do not monitor their emails very well. So, and usually we need to give them more than 8 hours. Sometimes we get a call and say, it's 1 o'clock and I called at 9 and they haven't called me back. So give them a little time to call you back to come in for an interview. If an overage person refuses an interview or rejects your offer for employment, and this will all be in a memo form that comes out from HR, we're going to want you to contact HR to tell them, because when they get placed on the overage list, they get an email as to what the process is. And if they refuse interviews or refuse a job offer 3 times, we take them off the list. Because we can't waste your time calling the same people all the time to come in for interviews if they're going to reject. So we're going to want you to keep in contact with HR. We also want you to tell us when you hire somebody. Because one of the worst things that can happen for principals is somebody hires someone, they know the school year isn't starting to August, we don't get the UHRs till July, and you have another one of your colleagues keep calling somebody for an interview, and they say, oh no, I've already been hired. So you're going to want to contact HR when you do hire someone. If you exhaust that safe search and you don't find someone that you want to hire, you'll also have to communicate to HR why. Never got a return phone call, tried 2 times, this person, you know, it's hard for us to post them if you just tell us they're not a good fit. You have to tell us, okay? You could have somebody who really says to you, I can't drive that distance. And we're talking about ESP, so then I can go from one end of the county to the other. If you exhaust that list and you can't find a candidate, if you do not select a candidate, you'll also communicate with HR as to why. And at that time, request to go outside of the safe searches. So now we're going to get to probably the one that has the most questions. Reductions for all other positions. So we all know we're in flux with budgets, the legislature. Some of the possible reductions we have coming down right now, and I say possible because a lot of it is inside of soft money and waiting for the legislature to either reauthorize grants and to see where folks are going. These folks are guaranteed positions, and it's a fairly big job for HR to start filling these positions. Once we're informed that there are vacancies, and we do have some vacancies that we're keeping a list of, we have to hold positions where we may have people who have no jobs for next year. So right now, we're holding them for PIFs, 2 different levels of secretaries, both grade 18s and grade 20s, program service tech positions, and clerical aides. because that's the list that we have started to compile of people who do not have positions for 17-18. Once we're informed of all vacancies and we're comfortable, we meet with the affected employees, those who have already been told that their position is eliminated, with the association, and we do it by seniority. Back in 11 or 12, I think it was, we had a big shift and we had 5 secretaries that jobs were being eliminated. And we bring them in by seniority, the highest seniority first, and we show them the list of vacancies. And this is where it's a little different from teachers. They select where they want to go. We obviously then inform you as the administrator, put you together, you meet, and that's until we get all the people placed. If we get to a point where we don't have positions, don't want to get there, there will be bumping inside of the district to fit them into their category of positions. We only have that happen once, and we hopefully will not have to do it this year, that there will be vacancies. We do hear rumblings out there, especially in the secretary area, that we may have a couple of more vacancies coming up, but we don't have anything official, so we're just keeping our fingers crossed that the secretaries in fact will be placed. Once everybody is placed, then we will post all your positions, and then you can do like you normally do. This was very high level and very fast. As I was told, keep it short. There's probably questions. So do we have questions that we need to answer right now? Yes, Laura?
Just quickly. So if they have like a Zoom person and they end up getting that money back, do they have return rights?
Oh, thank you very much. Very good question. They will be returning to your position. You can pick them up again. But if you are not happy with that employee, and I'm hoping that's in writing in my PGS, you would want to tell them now when you say, I don't have the funding yet, but I want to tell you if the funding comes back, I am not going to recommend that I rehire you back at Dilworth. Tough conversations, right? Hard. But they need to know that now, because they need to watch that job board. So you would want to do that.
Virginia, if they transfer instead of being overage, then they lose those return rights. Is that right?
Right. Thank you. Again, a little bit different than teachers. You know, we have the reduced allocations, and Anna's going to do that. And a position becomes available, we get to offer those people back. ESPs don't have that. So if you've told your ESP that the job is being eliminated and they do get it transferred to something else, they don't have any right to come back. Thank you.
Were all our literacy assistants hired as OIO, or are they going to go over? What's the question?
The read by 3. Are they all OIO? Yes. Okay.
Virginia, when you say that search soft is going to be locked on June 6th,
Hold on a second, guys.
when you say that search soft is going to be locked on June 6th, does that mean we can't look at it to hire aides until then?
Right, you'll get information straight from HR, and that's the safe search for aides and assistants.
Yes, but so we won't be able to hire aides or go into that until after June 6th?
Right. If that date changes, because I think it said like from May 22nd to June 6th,
Right.
that also has to do with our budget too, because we really don't know what's happening across the board. But HR will send out the notification saying, it's live, go there.
Thank you.
Yes?
If one program is being eliminated in a school and an aide in that program has more seniority than an aide in another special ed program, are they allowed to, but they can't?
Yeah, very good. And if there are questions, I do know a couple of questions came in and Danny was helping with that as well. And you can email any of us because then we put everybody else on the email to show everybody how we answer. So when we do the special ed, it starts with program. And then it goes to hours. And then it goes to seniority. So a recent email, there was a school, maybe it was even yours, where a CLS program was losing a 27 hour. So in the system, it has CLS, it has the 32.5 hour assistant, and the 27 hour. So CLS was being eliminated. A 27 hour was being eliminated in CLS. So that was easy. It's the person that holds that position in that program. The other thing you have to be conscious of, and thanks for asking this question, you can't switch aides and assistants. So if you have an aide, the 27-hour aide is being eliminated, but the assistant has the least seniority, you can't go to the assistant. It is really tied to the aide, assistant, and the program.
So you can't move somebody in a strategies program can't bump an aide with less seniority out of CLS position, even if they're exactly the same position, no?
No.
Okay, I just want to be clear.
Program first, and the staff status report will show that. So program first, then the category, aide, assistant, 27 hours, 32.5, whatever, and then the seniority in the district. Any other questions? I'm sure we'll be hearing from you. Have a great day. Thanks.